Hello again everyone, and we're here for match 3 of this best of 3 set from the RSL between Hyun as the blue Zerg in the top right and Acer's MMA, my mouse froze, oh no, as the red Terran in the bottom left. Give me half a second folks as I attempt to fix this. Oh gosh. It's especially bad all of a sudden. Gonna have to actually, you know what, instead of subjecting you viewers on YouTube to this, I think, nope, there we go, never mind, it's fixed. Was about to pause and end fraps and resume it in a second there later, but we are okay and ready to go. This map is Neoplanet SLE, forget if I mentioned that while my mouse was deciding to hate me. An interesting map and one that you almost never see these expansions taken. Well, not in this league, anyways. That's the truth. Anyways, this has been a good map for MMA. I believe he destroyed Ghost. No, wait, I'm thinking crazy. Never mind, don't listen to me. I think I was thinking of a different game when I was talking about that. Not that he didn't, just that he hasn't beaten Ghost User on this map. I'm just thinking of a different game, and I know it anyway. Beside the point here. Obviously much different than Whirlwind. Last game he is going to be taking his barracks before his expand. We do see a 15 hatch, though down for Hyun, who had a very impressive push that last game, just sort of getting that sweet spot where the Hellions were out and MMA was pressuring, but he had almost nothing at home, and the Roach Bane just came in and crushed it. Anyway, we will be seeing an interesting match happening here. Undoubtedly, every match between these two players is... oh, what a day. I just love casting these games so very, very much. Overlord is moving out. And that's an interesting thing. Second depot already down. I do feel, well, maybe the command center will be placed here. Yes, we do have the 400 minerals. There it goes. Playing this one out super safe. Much safer than his last 2 games. SCV is in here going to be scouting everything that's going on, including the lack of gas. He is building up a lot of minerals, though. I wonder what it'll be for. I have a feeling it'll be an early 3rd. That's just sort of my feeling. I could be completely wrong, though, so whatevs. I do not know. Nope, it was a save up for the 2 queens. I was wrong. Or no, those 2 queens are too close to done. TvZ MMA though being just ridiculously aggressive once again, going to be engaging, trying to take out these overlords. There goes that engagement there. SCV is going to be helping out. Do not know if it will be enough. It will not be. The Marines do bite the dust, saving that overlord, and that bunker is in danger now. All of a sudden he does not have anything out, not a single unit on the field. That SCV is just going to make a run for it. And those lings are going to be starting to work away at that bunker. But that will be enough to scare them off. There goes the engagement. That SCV does start to help. And the bunker is completed. My mouse froze again, this time at a much less awkward position. I mean, before, whenever it freezes at the top of the screen, which it does, like, all the time, it just causes so many problems. Because you see, it eventually fixes itself, but it's just annoying when it's on the top of the screen. We do see a couple of queens down. Does that mean he'll be doing double creep spread, or nope, there it is, early 3rd. Once again, not nearly as early as his last game, but an early 3rd. Nonetheless, going to be throwing an OV in here. This one's almost dead anyways, which means it doesn't have exactly as much time to get that scouting information, but hey, whatever. Whew. Gotta love these games. Don't think we've seen a gas. No, we have. Double gas taken on the natural. Always remember that it's better to mine this base out before this base, simply because this one's not as safe. Although versus Terran, I sort of question that because, I mean, he does have vision of all these areas, but it's, I mean, if you slip a medevac through and drop it here, this base could be easily in danger. Either way, we do see a bit of a wall off coming here, double Evo chamber, as the Hellions do attempt to move in, and be scared away right there by those two queens. Not much you can do about it. Going to be cutting through the middle, perhaps, or no, get out of there, Hellion. That's not the way you want to go. Guess it is. Never mind. Going to be losing a little bit of health off that. But if he, I mean, I don't know if he's able to tell just by direction of the creep spread where that base is, but I somewhat feel he can, because he'd scouted no third base here, which means that, I mean, either it's a two-base, you know, like two-base muta or something like that, and then he scouts the third base. He's going to be trying to fry that larva. Does manage to get one. That's a very interesting technique. Normally you do not see it. Does deny. No, I think they were, no, one was denied, two were cancelled. Creep spread, of course, is very important to Zerg. We are seeing, of course, there's the switch. I don't know, is that a Viking? That is not a Viking, that is an SCV. Do not think we saw a Viking this time out of MMA. We are seeing immediate double medevac production. Maybe he is going to try and return the favor from that last timing push. Do see some roaches, or a roach and some queens out over here. Just going to be keeping those Hellions a little bit at bay. Maybe doing some pushback. We do see the creep spread is continuing. Just one tumor over here, double queen over here, and another queen there. So it is a double queen production. But look at all those Hellions. Not the best choice for them to engage there. But there comes Bio to help. I've sort of wondered why so many Hellions. So, I mean, I guess you could at some point just knock off a bunch of lings. You're going to see the scan and all those valuable tumors just go down the drain. That creep spread, MMA is just a boss at denying that creep spread. He might be able to take this base down. I believe he will. Indeed, and there was the scouting medevac going on, and there it falls. Broodlings do not manage to get a kill. Almost managed to rip that Hellion apart. Has to be a sad way to die, I feel, for a Hellion to die to Broodlings. That's just super sad, super sad. On the other hand, we do have another third coming down already for Hyun, who is still maintaining a supply advantage, even though he was supply blocked. But it looks like MMA is the same way, not nearly as badly, but just a bit. Just a tad. APM for both these players, nearly 300 on average. This is just a crazy game. We do have a Widow Mine there. Can a Widow Mine take a queen out? It cannot. Almost got that creep tumor. That would have been pretty hilarious if the splash damage from a Widow Mine took out a creep tumor. That would make my day. Anyways, are seeing another push happening here. Going to definitely lose that queen. And it looks like the splash damage from those is actually hitting that creep tumor. Talk about interesting. Didn't even know that was possible. There goes another Widow Mine detonation. Oh my goodness gracious. We're going to see another scan probably denying that creep tumor. Or, yeah, there we go. Creep tumors are denied. Changeling does fall down. Oh, wow, what a game. I wonder just how they do all of this. It's just fascinating. A couple of banelings are out on the field that will make some of the difference. And the upgrade advantage is in Zerg's favor for once. We do see the Hellions moving out while the Bio stays put. That's another one of the advantages that MMA always presses. He splits his army all the time. He could have even supply with his opponent and be everywhere on the map at the same time. We do see that Widow Mine getting a couple of last hits before it bites the dust. And we do see these Hellions moving out here, but they're all paper thin. A little bit of micro is going to be able to rip these things to shreds. We are seeing them get a few kills out before they die, and even the most perfect positioning will not save you if you only have 5 health. Anyway, upgrade advantage for Zerg does make quite a bit of difference, especially with that armor. It will do a lot to deny the ability of the Marines, and of course the attack will help Zerglings tear them apart. I'm not as sure about the actual math about how many less hits it takes, but I do know that armor makes a difference. We do see this army getting ready to defend this base, and the Lings are going to be sitting over here, possibly getting ready to attack. Would be a fantastic time right now to try and pick off those mules. Are we seeing... Oh, it's a Baneling. Gotta love them Banelings. Yeah, I love the map awareness of these players, immediately bringing these units over here. There goes those units, going to be picking off those Lings. Wall has started, but we do have a Baneling there. We have another drop happening over here, and like I said before, this base is vulnerable to a drop. We will not be seeing probably too much happen here. Those Speedlings and Roach and Banelings will be going to clean that up very shortly as he attempts to drop this base. Maybe again, no, he's just going to hang out in that sweet spot. I do feel though that this wall needs to be either completed or Hyun needs to do a motion, but we already have units here just behind this one. Oh my gosh, this would be hilarious if they got trapped between those two things, but it will not happen. Boost away in those medevacs. I almost feel like to deal with MMA you need, like, you pretty much need Mutalisks just to deny his just incessant recovered from replay. Well, that's interesting. Just to deny his incessant harassment. He is always everywhere at once. It's just crazy. What is the range on these things? I just feel like there might be like a spot there or like there where you could drop them. I do not know. What I do know is we do have another sensor tower on the way. We do have that Marine working away at a Roach. Roach versus Marine. Turns out Roach wins oftentimes. Especially, like I said, with the upgrade advantage. He does not have +1 +1 range though, or +1 range attack, but he does have whoa, there's tanks here somewhere. No, there are not. Those detonations were from the bank. No, there they are. In that beautifully brilliant positioning, but all these Zerg units are just flowing in. MMA is going to lose a lot here. Numas needs to pick that up. There we go, so he doesn't lose it. Losing a ton of workers. Oh my goodness, it's a massacre of workers, and there's the hit on this base here as those units attempt to clean that up, and all of a sudden Hyun is everywhere at once, just going to be working away at those workers. Got changelings here trying to deny this orbital ever landing again. And we got Roaches, Roach Bane around here. I would have burrowed my Baneling there, but I don't think it matters too much. I feel MMA will know it, and we do see lots of Lings moving in all of a sudden. Those tanks are beautifully positioned though. They will be tearing those Lings to shreds, unable to get a full surround on them. Nevertheless, those workers are going to be quite hairy. I feel we might see a GG out of MMA very soon, but he has supplies falling quickly, and Hyun is only getting higher. Oh my gosh, 20 Roaches are going to be coming out here shortly. We do see more Lings moving out along the side. That sensor tower will be, no, it will not be falling. Oh my goodness, another drop happening here. Will he be able to take that hatchery out before those Lings can stop him? They will not be able to get it. That hatchery will be all fine. There goes the drone tree transferring back, and this is a counter push, sort of a desperate one if you ask me. I don't think he'll be able to do much. The Roaches are done and ready. Oh my goodness. Oh, 30 Banelings. He's just going to go right over and do this again. On the creep especially, it'll take a while for it to fade away, but until it does, those Banelings do have somewhat of an advantage versus this kind of army. Oh my gosh, just constant aggression, constant action. Got to love it. We do see a cancel happen there. Don't know what he was canceling. Such a crazy game. Do see these units are going to be splitting up here. Some over here, some over there. He's going to have to split his forces, I feel, if he wants to deal with this. But he's going to catch those banelings. That will be a problem for Hyun. Those banelings need to finish if he wants any hope of taking this out. They do, and the roaches do come in on the side, going to be attacking those tanks. Probably manage to get it taken out. As those marines are busy dealing with the banelings, there comes the split, but there's just so many banelings, barely any marines survive, and that tank does not go down there. But this base is going to fall, and the GG from MMA. Quantic Hyun takes the series by storm. Well, not by storm, but you know what I mean. It's fantastic. Listen, I love this game. Oh my goodness. Whew. Wow. This is FDV, vladerag.